Hello viewers, I am lawyer Stephen and I'm your handwriting instructor for this class. Today we're going to be looking at the art of lettering. What is handwriting? Handwriting is a form of art, an historical tradition done legibly and fluently using writing utensils such as pen or pencil. Handwriting is in essence a visual form of a person's voice. Handwriting is meant to be readable. Once your handwriting lacks legibility and fluency, the purpose of writing is being defeated. You can either write in text or cursive. What do I mean by text? Let's take for example, we want to write the word Elizabeth. This is written in text, and we are going to cursive. This is cursive. This is the cursive format of Elizabeth. For us to understand the concept of lettering, we first need to understand how these letters are being formed. We first need to understand character formation. What do I mean by character? Like humans, each character or letter of the alphabet has its own special features. Each character has its own special way of forming them. So we look at this letter one after the other and how to form them. There are several approaches as regarding letter formation. I'll be talking basically on two different approaches, and I'll focus majorly on one of them. We have several approaches, like I said, and I'll look at two today. The first approach we're going to be looking at today is the graphological approach. This approach involves the hand-eye coordination. This approach teaches us how to form our letters based on how they are being formed. For example, the graphological approach divides 26 letters of the alphabet into three groups. And looking at these three groups, we are going to identify the anti-clockwise letters here. As the name implies, anti-clockwise, it means it is written against clockwise direction. Example of such letter we have is, we have A written this way. We have D. We have G. We have Q. We have C. We have E, O, S, U, Y, and F. They are all written anti-clockwise manner. We also have the stick letters. As the name implies, stick, meaning in standing. Example, we have I, we have L, we have T, and we have J. And the last letter in this group, the diagonal letters. We have K, V, W, X, and Z. Looking at this group of letters, they are arranged based on how they are being formed. The anti-clockwise letters, the stick letters, and the diagonal letters. So we're going to go into the next approach on how to teach handwriting, or on the formation of letters, which is the thematic approach. This method divides letter or groups letter based on their arrangement on space, or their arrangement on an imaginary line, or their arrangement on the line. What do I mean by the line? Your normal handwriting, your normal notebook has lines. This method groups letters based on how they are being arranged on the line. And this method also groups letters in three categories. What do I mean by squatting letters? Like we all know, squatting means short, to go down from your normal height. We are going to identify the squatting letters in this group from A to Z. A is a squatting letter. C is a squatting letter because it's short. E, I, M, N, O, R, S, U, V, W, X, and Z. They are all squatting letters. We now move to letters with on. Like we all know, letters with on means something at the top. And letters with on can also be called upper extension letters. You can identify them here. We have B, D, we have H, we have K, we have L. F is also part of letters with on, sorry. Now go to letters with tail. We have J, we have Y, we have G, we have Q, and we have P. Now, we've looked at this method of classification on how to form letters. Now, I'll ask a question: what is the best adaptable method for forming letters? The best method of forming letters is using the thematic approach. In the thematic approach, they classify letters from the simplest to the complex. Now, I'm going to arrange these quoting letters from the simplest to the complex as it is being arranged in thematic approach. We have I, O, C, E, A, U, V, W, X, Z, R, N, M, and S. And for letters with, and the next one we have L, T, H, B, K, D, and F. And this we have J, Y, G, Q, and P. As in the normal learning context, you learn from the simplest to the complex. The graphological approach didn't arrange letters from the simplest to the complex. Looking at this first one, the simplest letter we have here is I. It is very easy to form I than forming A, while the most complex letter we have here is S. From the second group, letters with on, the simplest letter to form on this group is L, and the most complex on this group is F. And from here we have J, while the complex is P. So you can now see that there is difference between the thematic approach and the graphological approach, which make the thematic approach the best adaptable method for learning letter formation. In today's class, we've spoken about the definition of handwriting. We talk about how handwriting can be categorized based on text and cursive. We looked at the best approach of teaching handwriting. In our next class, we are going to be discussing the practical aspect of handwriting. We'll be teaching you how the letters are being formed. We'll be teaching you the rules guiding letter formation. We'll be teaching you the rules on guiding how to hold your pen. Thank you for joining me in today's class. I hope to see you in our next class. Have a great day.
So,